Last week, Mickey won HOH and caused some big waves in the house when she got Jimmy out, one of her allies, but finally a big player left. Are we going to have a big moves this week, or are we going to go back to our boring, regular newbie, I don't know how to play Big Brother HOH winner? We're going to find out. Tonight's the HOH competition and the nominations. Let's see what happens.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
So Channel Surfers joining me on YouTube. You'll see another different background this week. I know we're just really mixing it up. Last week I was at the beach, so you got to see that background. This week we're back at home, but we just got back and I haven't really had a chance to unpack. All my recording stuff was downstairs. I just walked over to my husband's recording studio in our house and set up there. So yeah, he's a musician, kind of cool. Those are my son's guitars, but I think I've done a pretty good job hiding all the guitars and amps in the background here. But that's where we are. We are back at my house. And I'm exhausted. Why is it that vacation makes you more tired than just hanging out at the house? No clue. I could not record last night. I was drained. I was taking like 3-hour naps when we got back. But I decided to wake up and record this morning. I told Mama C, I'm just going to wake up and get it done. She's been over here for a week taking care of the animals. So you're getting me today. And speaking of the animals, also, if you're on YouTube, my cute little puppies, the two on the top are puppy angels now. The two on the bottom are the little rascals that Mama C was taking care of this week, Lola and Teddy. All right. Well, we start this week off talking about Ashley's flip-flop vote. I'm still not sure if she knew that she evicted Jimmy, because when Mickey says something, she's shaking her head no. I don't know if she heard Julie saying no, no, no before she ran back out that door. But Rachel trying to get those last minute votes, we recapped that last week. I saw that happening as it was going down. I had my computer turned all the way up, like, what are they saying? This was a little bit more clear than the audio we had last week, but same diff. So really no need to go over it again. Rachel did observe the loud cheers when Jimmy left the house, so she knows that America loves Jimmy, or at least loves somebody that's trying to play the game, not putting us all to sleep. Gosh, I just really hope that this HOH is something that we can mix up. This is why I'm wearing my Gamecocks hat today, support of Will, because Will said he's going to go after some people if he gets HOH, so fingers crossed. We get something good. After the vote, we see Riley, Keanu, and Vinny in the storage room getting some foods. Keanu brings it in for a hug, which, I didn't realize y'all were that close. When did they become buddies? Like, are we the Three Musketeers now? Because they're hugging, they're jumping around in a circle. Now, Vinny tells Keanu and Riley that the single-handed reason Jimmy is gone is because Riley won the BB Blockbuster. What does that say, though, if Riley didn't win the BB Blockbuster, Vinny? Does that mean that you guys were going to evict Riley? I'm just trying to figure out, like, how that was what got Jimmy out of the house. Or was Kelly going home? I guess not, because Kelly is still there. Who knows? Who knows what the alternative is? I would say that Mickey is the reason that Jimmy is gone. She is the one that put her ally up on the block. At least Vinny realizes that it was a big move. He says that Jimmy and Rachel were a force too powerful to be reckoned with. But you know what, Vinny? You're playing that same game that Jimmy did, so you might want to be careful. They have his number. They're going to have yours. As Ava and Kelly are just having a little girls chat in the bathroom. And Kelly is thanking Ava for keeping her this week. Ava's not sure who the second vote was, and she's really confused about what's going on in the house. Ava, how are you confused? Literally, Rachel was going around trying to get other people to vote to evict Kelly. I'm sure you know who those people were, and you know who is behind it. Kelly says, I'm sure it was her, which we're led to believe is Ashley, because edit cuts over to Ashley and shows us Ashley. And then Ava says she hopes she wins head of household this week so she knows what's going on in the house. And so she has control of the house. I'm sorry, HOH doesn't mean you have control of the house. The house is controlled by alliances. It's controlled by votes. But really, that's the game that we've seen played out for a lot of this summer. These players think that winning HOH means you're the king of the house and everything goes your way. That's not Big Brother, guys. The alliances control the house. You have to form those strong bonds and actually play the game. So I'm with Rachel. These newbie players ain't shh. I really like Keanu. He came in and comforted Rachel as she was crying. She feels alone in this game, much like he did after he used his vote. Yes, his vote, his voice to vote out who he wanted to vote out. Rachel is feeling the same way. And he lets her know that the house is targeting Ashley. So to keep her distance, because it seems like everybody that she's getting close to, as Rachel observes, gets evicted. And Keanu says that's flattering. That means that you're a strong player in this house. So look at it that way. Take it as a compliment. Now, Ashley walks in and Keanu is assuming that that's the second vote. And she goes, no, I thought it was you. And then we see her in diary room saying she's just got to play her hands right. So I guess she did hear Julie say, no, 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 no. She is just BSing, which her BS, I mean, it's pretty good so far. She goes and she talks to Mickey and Morgan, and she's denying it there as well, which she's not doing a bad job. She's getting that poker face. Morgan still has questions, though, because Jimmy hugged Rachel and Ashley before he walked out. So she's saying, well, he hugged the people that voted for him. He knew that it was the two of you. The whole time this is happening, I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, Will. Will knows that she voted to evict Kelly and then tried to change her vote. Is Will going to spill? But I'm really impressed by Will. He seems to be keeping Ashley's confidences. Mickey and Will are talking game in the food storage room, and Will says, I'm going to mind my own business. I know that Ashley voted to evict Kelly, but that's not my business. I've been voting with Mickey and Ashley, and it's been going well for us. That doesn't need to get dissipated. We can't get rid of Ashley because she's pulling for our numbers. He sees the alliance game in this. Not that they have an official alliance, but he sees that the numbers control the house. Channel surfers, have you noticed a lot of these big gameplay strategies have been happening either in the food storage room or in the bathroom? It's like, brah, I was just hungry. I just had to go to the bathroom. I wasn't talking strategy. I guess those are the more private areas, so it makes sense. But really, anytime that two people are hangry, we're going to have questions. Like, y'all both wanted bananas at the same time. Are y'all talking about getting rid of Rachel? What's happening? I don't know. Like, couldn't alliances figure out some sort of secret language or symbols so that other people wouldn't know what was happening, but they could do it in plain sight? Like, when I was in middle school, I figured out a way to write letters so that they didn't get decoded by teachers. My friend and I, we would just draw little pictures, and whatever that little picture was, the first letter of that picture is the letter of the puzzle that you're spelling out. So like A, if you draw a little apple, that's an A. If you draw a little banana, it's a B. If you draw a little carrot, it's a C. Maybe they're just doodling to each other. We're just drawing little pictures and nobody knows. Or maybe you say that the first person nominated, that's a red shirt. The second person is a black shirt. The third person on the block is a white shirt and or dress or outfit or something. And if you're trying to figure out the temperature of the house, you wear the color of the shirt that you're hearing the most about that day to kind of communicate with your alliance what you're hearing. I don't know. There could be some interesting things. I don't know that we've ever seen a kind of secret language created between an alliance, but might be an interesting way. That way it's not like, oh, they're going to the bathroom, they're going to talk. You're just doing it out in public and nobody has any idea. But yeah, Will's a good dude. Again, got my Cox hat for Will. He is telling Ashley, honey, there is no proof. Nobody can prove how you voted. So just keep it quiet. Just don't let them know. It's none of their business. And she feels like it's certain that she's going to go home if somebody close to her doesn't win HOH or if she doesn't win HOH. I think she would be safe with Will. He is keeping her secret safe. I think Will would actually go after some big players. Now, if we get someone who's just looking to make some weak moves, go after somebody because they took a shower or they were swayed by Rachel instead of going after Rachel herself because they're two chicken twos. They're just like cut out everyone she gets close with. Okay, maybe someone like that would target Ashley. Oh gosh. Last week was so exciting. This week could be so boring. There's just this fear. It's been so boring all summer. And then last week, it's like, oh, we get a taste of it. So there's a lot on the line this episode. Most importantly of all, our entertainment value is on the line. So come on, guys, keep it exciting. Woo! All right, so this isn't coming as a shock to anybody. Love Ava. I love her. That was so cute. Her pretending that she's at war and sitting in the diary room and writing this letter verbally to her boyfriend Caleb back at home, telling him about the horrors of war. And she's very intelligent. She's using big words and she's using them correctly. She is a smart girl. She says that even though she hasn't won in the past, she sees fortune in her future. And you see her just like wipe out on one of the balance beams. She is so funny. The faces that she makes every time something big comes up, she's just so shocked. Expect the unexpected, but her mouth drops open. She is so precious. I just want to make a little Ava and like put it in my pocket and carry it all around. So cute. The new Happy Meal toy. So this HOH, it's party time. It's a counting one. It looks like a lot of fun. Basically, you're up against one of your house guests. You're watching Jack the Dipper play on Jack the Ripper, the serial killer from Europe. But yeah, Jack the Dipper is double dipping in either cheese, salsa, or guacamole. You have to figure out which one he's dipped his chip in the most times and then ring in with the answer. Now, on Remit Reality, D and I have had this debate before. D is so like anti double dipping. If it's me with like close friends or my family, whatever, doesn't matter to me. Liz and I will sit there and share like a thing of queso and I'll like dip my finger in it at the end. And she's like, hey, are you done with that? Can I like dip my finger too? We're gross. We are so gross. And then Mama C, she won't even share a drink with people. So I don't know. Germs are invisible, so I just don't think about them. Anybody else like that? I'm so disgusting. I know to some people this is horrific, but at least with alcoholic drinks, I'm like, alcohol kills the germs. Anyway, so Jack the Dipper, you got to count them up. Kind of reminds me of one of the games on Mario Party where you have to count the number of turtles that walk by. I think this would be a fun one to play. So the first two house guests to face off are Riley and Lauren walks in first. She's wrong. She's eliminated. So Riley has to pick two people to go up to compete against each other. And he's not wanting to make any power moves. He can't even pick two people to go up against each other. So he asks for volunteers. And Zach goes up and then Kelly volunteers to go up. My gosh, like just pick a lane. Pick a lane. Who's Elaine? Anyway, pick a lane. So Zach wins by zoning out and looking at it from his peripheral vision. Kelly's eliminated. And then Zach asks for volunteers. We see Rachel in diary room going, the point here is to put up two people that you don't want to win or put up one person that you want to win that you know could beat another person and eliminate who you don't want to win HOH. Not just leaving it to fate. Like you actually have a say in a 50-50 chance of somebody going home. Use it. But this is such a newbie move. It's the new Big Brother. I don't know. I'm speechless. I play the dang game. Play it, y'all. You're here. You got picked. Let's play. So Zach picks Morgan and Will. And Morgan in diary room is saying, why did you do that, Zach? I'm on your alliance. Are you crazy? I think he was doing it because he thought she could outsmart Will. I believe he would think that Will was a weaker player, that maybe his memory wasn't as good. He wasn't putting her against Riley or Rachel. He was putting her against Will, who hasn't won anything. But he wins this part of it and knocks her out. So Morgan, she goes into the elimination chairs. I don't think it was a bad move. I mean, you don't know who's going to win. And like I said, the strategy could be putting two people up that you're going to knock one of them out or putting somebody up that you know is going to win it. So Will finally shows up and plays. He puts up Vinny against Catherine, two people that he does not want to win this. Now, Vinny, he's pretty smart. He's a multitasker. He goes up there. He goes, all right, I'm going to count in my head for the cheese. And I'm going to count on one hand for the salsa and on the other hand for the guacamole. And then whichever one, my head or my hand, has the most votes, that's going to be the answer. And he nails it. He nails it right on with the guacamole. Does it say anything that he's got cheese in his brain? I don't know, but it worked for him. He had a strategy. It worked. Then he's not sure what to do. Does he actually play the game and put up Rachel and Ashley, or does he just put up two people who aren't threats, play it safe like everyone else seems to be doing? I'm sorry, Vinny. Did you not just see Will put you and Kat up on the block? That was playing the game. Take a page out of his book and play the game, please. And he does. He puts up Rachel and Ashley. And even though right now Rachel is one of my favorite players, I just like to see the game played. I am so sick of these weenie moves. I'm actually excited that he did something. Who's with me on that? Isn't it more exciting to see somebody put up, even if it's a player you like, than fall asleep watching some weak game? Rachel takes out Ashley. She's in the elimination seats. And she puts up Vinny and Zach. So nothing in the diary room about, oh, what kind of move should I play? She's here to play the game, y'all. She is going to play. Vinny and Zach are the head of that snake on the other side of the house. And one of them's got to go. Yeah, got to go. So Zach takes out Vinny and puts up Rachel and Keanu. I guess once other people start playing the game, then Zach has now found it within himself that he can follow along just like everyone else. Way to do a power move. The second time you eliminate someone. Good job, Zach. Now I have to say, I wouldn't want to eat a chip after this. Jack the Dipper. I don't know him. He looks shady. I don't know where that mouth's been. I can't see germs. I can see this creepy dude in a cape. But I'm sorry. I'm not going to eat chips after Count Chipula goes in there. Count Chipula. More like Count Dipula. Okay, I'm stupid. Keanu's getting tired of this BS. He has noticed that by far, Salsa has won most of these one-on-ones. So he just knocks in early and says Salsa, and he's wrong. He's not wrong by one. It's guacamole, but he's eliminated. He's just like, screw it. Let's just throw something in the ring and see if it works. And didn't work out for you. I guess you have a 1 in 3 chance, though. So not a terrible idea. But then again, this is HOH. This is who goes on the block. So you're at a point, too, where the power is so close you can taste it. Maybe not on this competition. Like maybe if this was the old Big Brother and you had to play for food, play to be a have-not, something like that would be cute there. Or a veto where you don't care if you win it or not. At least there was a strategy behind it. I just don't know if this is the competition for it. Rachel puts up Zach and Riley. No shocker there. So Riley likes queso. Okay. So he picks queso. Yes, he did a little alliteration. Very cute play on words. He won, acts in the not going to win this competition seat. Although, remember, he still has that $10,000 he could use if somebody from the other side of the house, if we are drawing a line in the sand, wins. So Rachel's saying all we have left really is to get rid of Riley. Riley puts up Will against Rachel. So Will takes out Rachel because Rachel guessed incorrectly. And he has no other choice. Riley and Ava are going up. Now, Riley's going, pick me, pick me, pick me. It's kind of funny because there's no one else to pick. And Ava before this was saying, I haven't been picked. Just keep ignoring me. The less times I have to go up there, the less times I have to get it wrong. Which, excellent point. Kind of staying under the radar. That's almost like a floater's move, but it's working in this game. It's Ava's first time up in this competition, which does go to show you the house generally likes Ava. Nobody is wanting her eliminated. And she goes up there and I guess she's channeling which one she thinks feels the best. Kind of like when she reads those auras. What feeling is she getting off of it? And Ava chooses queso. And she's right. Ava eliminates Riley. Bye, Riley. So now it's going to be Ava up against Will. When Riley is eliminated and Ava comes out victorious, you hear everybody cheering. Or at least a small portion of the house. I think everybody in their hearts is cheering. Yay. Good job, Ava. So now it's Ava versus Will. Yes, maybe my Gamecock hack is lucky today. But honestly, I would be happy to see either of them win. Some reason I feel like Will would play a harder game. I don't know, though. Ava can be kind of ruthless. As sweet as she is, she can be ruthless. I like that about her. So Will pulls a Keanu and rings in quickly before the dips are done with C. And just like Keanu, he loses. So Ava is our new HOH. Ava looks like she's about to cry. She looks shocked like she does during big moves. She says the house is about to get more psychedelic. I have no doubt. Rachel is excited. She has that final 2 with Ava, so she's feeling safe this week. And Vinny is worried because he put Rachel up against Ashley. And maybe he played the game too hard. Now Rachel might go and be in Ava's ear and try to get him out. Newsflash, she's already been in Ava's ear. She has been playing this game, not just sitting there afraid to make moves. You did what you did. It's no secret where this line is drawn. Trust me, they have known where the line is drawn. Rachel knows that you're picking off her allies. So what's the secret? Big dummies. I guess this is house rules, not Big Brother rules. But when they walk into the house, they say, what's your rule for this week? Ava says, no one-on-ones. If I want to talk to you, I will come up to you. And Rachel, she don't play by the rules. She's like, hey, Ava. She goes into the bathroom. Hey, I was just checking my horror. Ava goes, you're good. You're good, Rachel. So it looks like she's probably keeping with that final two. Then she sees Zach and Morgan playing chess, and she lets Zach know that he's good. So he's like, okay, I can breathe. I don't have to worry about it. Which, it's not the way I heard it, but when she goes into the diary room, she says that she promised him he didn't need to worry. I just heard her say, don't worry about talking to me, and I assume that's because she said the no talking rule. But really, who knows what order that was? Because if you're watching the live feeds, you do. But I don't. Rachel's safe. Is safe. I mean, really, Zach is safe either way because he's got that $10,000 in his pocket. He could just pull it out and pay his way off the block. Ava respects how Mickey played her HOH last week. Rachel's won this game, but when Ava's wanting advice, she goes to Mickey and she says, this is what I'm thinking. Keanu, Vince, and Ashley. And Mickey goes, oh, no. At first she goes, I'm going to respect your decision. But as soon as she says Ashley, as soon as Ava drops the Ashley, Mickey says, no, you can't do that. That's a vote for us. Like, we got to get her out eventually, but we want her in jury. We want her vote down the line. If you put up Vinny and Keanu, Ashley is going home. She took that 2-hour shower. Don't forget it. This isn't the move to make right now. Like, we need to get rid of a strong player, not a vote on our side. Ava doesn't like that Ashley runs her mouth, though. So hopefully Mickey can make her see the light. Like, come to the light, child. Come to the light. Look at my aura. I'm being honest here. Don't put up Ashley. Let's get some real threats out. But I do like that Ava has made up her mind and she knows what she wants in this competition. And she's playing a strong game. She's playing her game. So I agree. I don't think it's best for her game to get out Ashley right now, but I appreciate what she's doing and playing her own game. Billy and Kat are snuggling in the bathroom. Again, bathroom is a very popular spot. And he's looking into her eyes and saying, oh, we've lived together for a month. It's getting serious. Girl, it's getting serious. We've been together a month. Okay. Riley, you've also been living in the same house for a month with Vinny. So it's just as serious there. Y'all are on a show. It's not like you're living together and sharing expenses. And it's not the same. It's an experience we can't understand, but also, it's not really going to show you in real life what happens when the electric bill comes due because you're not paying it. You're not having to worry about work or each other's lives. Like, this is a whole different life inside the Big Brother house. Not that it doesn't work out. Look at Rachel Riley. I digress. Ava walks in again to ruin the moment. She comes flying in on her magic carpet right into the bathroom. And Kat starts kissing Riley. And Ava, sitting in the stall, says, sorry to interrupt your moment. Oh, so much awkward. So much awkward. What a romantic kiss. Ava screaming something and Riley and Kat cuddling in a bathroom. Vinny knows he can't go directly to Ava because she said, stay off my back. So he goes to her closest allies, Rachel and Will. He's targeted Rachel. So she sees right through this. She's like, I'm not buying these fake tears. I guess he thinks if he cries, he can stay off the block. This is maybe a strategy, just feels so bad for me and tell Ava not to put me up because I'm crying. No, son, you targeted me. I'm sorry you regret this in week 5 and all of a sudden you want to start playing. And he also admits he's a floater, which, Rachel's game. She's not gonna support that. And then calling Will in there. Will, he's like, what, man? Why are you in here crying to me? What the heck? He says that in the diary room, but to Vinny's face, he hugs him. He's like, all right, I'm everybody's uncle in here. You know where to find me. Ava comes in and saves Will from this awkward really bad acting, tear fest. She's upstairs. She's got her big fluffy hat on. She's got her glasses. She's swirling and swirling and swirling that glass of white wine. I don't usually aerate white wine. I usually do that with reds, but whatever floats your boat, she is enjoying that glass and it looks refreshing. And Will's like, thanks for saving me from that awkwardness. Ava's like, don't worry. That guy's an idiot. It is week 5. Not time to start bringing tears to us. You haven't helped us to this point. You're going on the block. Ava has a little chit chat with Mickey and Will, and she says these are the 2 people she trusts most in this house. What about Rachel? What about your final 2 with Rachel? I think it's great to have that alliance, though. Like Rachel said, if somebody asks you to be in the alliance, join it. Ava still has Ashley on the mind, but Mickey and Will are telling her, look, we all find Ashley annoying. We want to get rid of her. It's not the right time. We can't get rid of one of our numbers. And they start pushing her to put Zach up. Will is feeling some kind of way about Zach picking him in the HOH competition. He drew a line in the sand there, the second time when he had to. Actually, he had to the first time anyway. But Will is tired of seeing the same people put up. We're not even hearing Kelly's name. I just hope that Ashley isn't put up on the block because I agree. I don't think that is best for Ava's game. That is a vote for her. Yes, she's annoying, at least to Ava, but you got to look at the numbers. Zach would be a smart choice. And Will reminds us about the Burger Boy Alliance. He was the lettuce. He said that's over. I guess I'm being vegan now. That's been over. I'm just so proud of Ava. I'm so excited about this week. She has Vinny, Keanu, and Zach up. She put up 3 strong men who are trying to run this house. It was brilliant. Good job, Ava. Good job actually putting up threats, not being afraid. I mean, she promised Zach safety and then decided that's not best for her game. She said, I'm putting up the 3 people that were most concerned that I won because it shows you don't trust me. And that's why this is called the Big Brother house and not squatters' rights, which Ashley, the attorney, is sitting there laughing at. Yeah, great job, Ava. Bold moves, strong moves. She took into consideration what her alliance said. She realizes the power of an alliance, and her alliance was ready to play. They weren't going to just sit there and put up weak nominations. So excellent nominees. Ava, I am so excited. We are playing this game again this week. We will have the veto ceremony on Wednesday and replacement noms. And then on Thursday, we'll have the live eviction. Tomorrow, I'll be back with Hunt for Love with Dee. And thanks for listening. Sorry this is coming out late. I still have a lot of stuff to do now that I'm back from the beach. I've got to unpack. I've got to get ready for my son's school. Starts this week. So I've been doing the whole school supply thing. I've got a teacher's meeting tomorrow. So all kinds of fun stuff like that. But yeah, I will see you later this week, Channel Surfers. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Leave us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Join the Facebook group. Remember, we are doing that drawing at the beginning of September. So in 3 weeks, everyone that's in the Facebook group and everyone on Apple Podcasts that has left a 5-star rating and left a comment, which I think the last time I checked, there were only 3 comments. So it's like a 1 in a 3 chance to win 50. But we wanted to thank you for giving us a chance. So we wanted to give you a chance to sweeten your summer. Channel Surfers, we love Big Brother. Best time ever. So excited about Hunt for Love this evening. And I'll see you soon. Let's ride.
Tune in, don't delay.